Good morning. It's March 7th. It is 10 o'clock. All three county commissioners are here. And I ask if you stand for a moment of silence, and then we will pledge to the flag. Thank you. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Welcome. I'm glad to see so many people, and it's a great day. The buses are running, and the students are back in school. So with that, I ask for consents and approval.
We have 13 exonerations for $3,169.85. Vouchers for general county, $346,693.98. Coal severance, $11,813.51. 911, $616.86. Chestnut Ridge Park, $413.70. Camp Muffley, $413.51. Mason-Dixon Park, $2,724.47. Assessor's valuation, $14,142.36. Purchasing card vouchers, general county, $30,669.81. 911, $373.09. Home confinement, $7,144.94. Camp Muffley, $84.89. Mason-Dixon Park, $201.45. Assessor's valuation, $626.50. For a voucher total of $415,919.07. We have position vacancies for boards and authorities, the West Run Board of Zoning Appeals and the Planning Commission, and fiduciary orders for March 7th, 2017, and statement of services for fiduciary commissioners Cynthia Van Stafford, Lynn Crane, and George Armistead.
Move for approval.
Second.
Been properly moved in second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
It passes. Great. Introduction of new employees and personnel changes. Sheriff?
Good morning.
Morning.
Stand by.
You'll be his bodyguard.
How are you doing?
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Welcome.
Sheriff's.
And this one is
Thank you, sir.
I thought you looked familiar.
we have two part-time court security, Vincent Manley and Jace Neville, that will be starting today. Is this your guys' first day? Yeah, first day. Part-time, $10.88 an hour with no benefits.
Do I have a motion?
Move for approval.
Second.
Properly moved in second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Passes. Welcome.
Welcome to the county.
Thank you very much. Great to see you. And hopefully everything stays slow. Lee. Don't forget Mr. Lee, you're right. Is there anyone else who has some new people? Okay, I can't. With that, okay. At this time, we will have comments from the public. And I know a young lady said that she wanted to speak. If you wanted to come on up and then just state your name, your address, and you can.
May I bring you some pictures?
Sure. Thank you.
I'm sure, my name's Margaret Batten. I live out at Fort Martin.
Okay.
And I'm sure everybody has heard of Longview Power Plant.
Yes.
Well, whenever this was put in, the community fought it really hard, but, we lost. They went ahead and went in. When they went in, they were supposed to, after everything was built and all these trucks came over the road, hauling these big machines and stuff in, they were supposed to rebuild the road. Well, they didn't do that, and that's been several years ago. The coal was supposed to be brought in on a conveyor belt. And now I guess the mine that it was coming from closed down, and then now it's going to be trucked up the hill. Mm-hmm. Now you see those pictures. We don't have any road right now, and if we had 40 more trucks a day on that road, it's just not going to happen. We know that since the permit was granted, we can't do anything about that. Like I said, they were supposed to repair the roads, but they didn't. The roads have only gotten worse. The dirt and debris from the trucks create muck and mire, and I can tell you, if I wash my car and drive over the road this morning, my car is mud on the passenger side. I took a picture of my car and a car that was next to me at the store this morning. It's just completely day and night. I should be able to drive over my roads without getting my car filthy dirty. It doesn't even have to be raining because the companies down there, they have a great big machine that has a broom on it, and they wet it down, and then they sweep it and wet it down. But that just creates more muck and mire. I mean, it's just it's dangerous. Whenever the coal trucks do pass you and it's raining like this morning, it blinds you because it throws mud. If you're not prepared to have your windshield wiper on, hit it really quickly, you could wreck. I mean, that's happened to me the other day. Also, going down the road in front of me was a truck, and something fell off the back of it, and you can see the sand that's falling off of the one there. The cloud of dust raised up. There was a truck behind him that couldn't see, and a car behind that truck. We could have had a big pallet, but we didn't, thank God. Whenever the DEP said that this offloading plant would not have any impact, I don't think they checked the noise level that this is going to cause for the people that live down there right beside the river. I mean, you can hear if you're driving there now and the trucks are backing up or starting, or big machines, you hear the beep, beep, beep. If I had a child and lived there, a baby that I had to sleep, I would be really upset. According to the map books, the owners of these places I'm telling you about are Merit Development, L&P Mineral, and Consol. We've talked to these people before, but it doesn't do any good, none at all. All we are asking is that they have the same respect for us that we have for them. If I came to your house or their house and brought mud and muck like that, there would be a lot of hell raised. And I invite all three of you to bring your cars down to Fort Martin today. Come down for lunch. I'll buy you. I'll cook your lunch for you. You will see that even though the rain is over, the mud is still there, and you can see by the pictures. There's no side. The roads are all just crumbling at the sides. Whenever you're coming up Fort Martin Hill, there is a cutout. I don't even know what you want to call it. But if that many trucks go over the road, that's going to be like the road at Osage, where it's just completely fallen in. And I don't know how they would fix that because that is a hillside. So I don't know if I'm in the wrong place to talk to people about this. I don't know where to start, but I just know we need something done.
How about this? We will respond since it's open public. We can't respond now, but we'll respond in a couple minutes. Okay?
All right, that's fine.
Thank you.
And I want my pictures back.
Right here. Okay. I might ask for a couple of them
Okay.
so we could have them. Okay.
Okay.
Is there anyone else who'd like to speak? Okay, seeing none, we will move on. Colleen Kuhn? We have no grants today, okay. Resolution for Quota International. Is there someone here for Quota International? Oh. Did you want to read it, or would you like us to read it?
She's going to read it.
You're going to read it. Come on down to the... We have the lovely Kelly Palmer.
You just assumed I was here in my
Yeah, I
for
did
my
not
day
realize
job.
that. I'm sorry. Go ahead. You can get in front and take a picture. Or...
Thanks.
Oh,
Lauren.
yes.
I am Kelly Palmer. I am the current president of Quota International of Morgantown. This is actually my third term. I've been a member of Quota for 29 years, so I have stepped up to the plate, and I have with me Lauren Bozick. She is our current vice president. Just as a brief overview as to what Quota International is, we're a service organization in 13 countries internationally. Our main focus is advocating for the deaf and hard of hearing. We also are very involved in our local communities and advocate for women and children. I would say in Morgantown, one of the projects that we are most known for is our AED project, the Alan Lindemood AED Memorial Fund. And through that fund, we have provided almost 50 AEDs, which are automated external defibrillators, throughout the community. In fact, the one here in the courthouse, in the Justice Center, in the Sheriff's Building, the airport, and all of our county schools were provided by our organization at no cost. We also provide the training and the upkeep for those devices. So that's one of our largest projects that we're known for in the community. So March is Quota Cares Month, and it is a marketing program for all clubs internationally, and all clubs are encouraged to sponsor some type of project in their community for the month of March, just to hopefully make the community aware of what we're doing. So I'd like to read the proclamation out. Good?
Be our guest.
Okay. Whereas Quota International of Morgantown has been supporting the local community for 92 years by empowering its members to share of their time, talent, and resources to meet Quota International's service goals, and whereas Quota International of Morgantown, whose members are inspired by an international initiative known as Quota Cares Month, are encouraged to participate in projects that address the needs of their community during the month of March, and whereas Quota Cares Month is celebrated by Quota clubs all over the world in order to coordinate and participate in community activities during the month of March in an effort to focus on empowering women, children, the deaf, hard of hearing, and speech impaired, and whereas yearly, March endeavors promoted by Quota International of Morgantown continue to support the development and improvements of Monongalia County by promoting good fellowship and friendship throughout Quota Cares projects, and now therefore it be resolved that the Monongalia County Commission does hereby proclaim March 2018 as Quota Cares Month in Monongalia County, excuse me, and encourages all citizens to recognize the significant contributions made by this noteworthy organization. Dated this 7th day of March, 2018.
Thank
Move
you.
for approval?
Second.
Been properly moved in second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
And we do appreciate the AED devices are, quote, really a lifesaver, and we could not, we need them in all our buildings, and I know our schools are very excited to have them in there.
Yes, and we're glad to provide that. Yeah, okay. You want to
Yes.
bring it forward?
I'll even do a blue pen. Got a blue pen.
Oh, you want to get up there and take a picture?
Yeah. Great. Let me move my chair away.
yes, because the chair's like tall.
I know, the chairs, yeah. Kara, come on in the front.
Hello, Lauren.
You can go side to side. There we go.
There we go.
Here we go. Thank you. Here.
There's your proclamation.
Oh, that's fine.
Thank you.
Thank you.
very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Correspondence? Really?
Yes.
Oh, good. Okay. Okay, how about new business? Consideration of adoption of a resolution in order.
Unfinished business, just in case.
Oh, I apologize.
It's okay.
This is what happens when I move back and forth. Unfinished business. Is there any unfinished business?
No.
I didn't think there was. Okay. New business, thank you. Consideration of adoption of a resolution in order which would appoint Unicap and Corp. as the agent of the Mon County Commission for purpose of information sharing with the State Tax Department with respect to the University Town Center Economic Opportunity Development District and the excise taxes of this district. We had talked about this several times in our work session.
Yes.
Move for approval.
Second.
Okay, did you want to say anything or no? No. Very excited that we're going to have someone representing us. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
And what it represents,
Yes.
someone representing us, someone representing our citizens.
So does, yes. And I know that the tax office is not too thrilled, which is good.
Not our local tax office.
Not,
state tax
yeah,
department.
the state tax department. Yes, sorry, state tax department. Is there any other new business?
No.
You haven't, okay. At this time, then, we will have any reports from elected officials? None? I know, Carrie, they're still debating on the city what they're going to do about the election. So it's still up in the air. Okay, at this time, we will now have reports from the county commissioner. Sean?
Last week, after our meeting, Ed and I were able to attend the tour of the West Virginia Botanic Garden, and it was a really interesting visit for me. I hadn't been out there in a while, and they really there's a lot of things that have changed over the past couple of years, and they got a lot of plans going forward. So it's pretty impressive having that facility or that capability in our backyard. Friday, we had the auditor's budget training in Clarksburg, and it went really well. The auditor even drove up and got to the end of the meeting. He drove all the way up there just to speak to us for 5 minutes at the end of our meeting. So it was really impressive. It was a really, it's fun just to go and listen. And this is my second time through, and you pick up on little things that you didn't consider through the last budget process. So it was very useful. Let me see, yesterday I had coffee with the prosecutor in the morning, and we had our meeting with the Development Committee, Facilities Committee. And then I also had a meeting with a citizen that wanted to raise a question to the Planning Commission, and Bader Giggenbach was kind enough to meet with us and the citizens, so I can basically introduce those two and get out of the way, so that was very productive. This week, Thursday, tomorrow, we have our Red Team meeting. That's the Runway Extension Development Team meeting, and our Development Authority meeting. And then in the afternoon, we have our County Audit Procurement meeting. And then Friday, I have lunch with the assessor. Next week, we have our budget meetings. And that's about it from a general stance. And I wanted to respond to you. We hear, the number one thing we hear is things about roads. This is two issues. You've got the traffic, which has recently changed, and I don't think anybody, how many years ago when the plant was developed, had ever anticipated having those big trucks going up and down that road. And it doesn't take a genius to figure out that that's going to severely deteriorate those roads. So I think it's wise, however we can address the issue with the power plant personnel, with the DOH, if we can at least bring an awareness of this.
I can explain what we've done.
Okay.
That's all. Tom's kind of our DOH.
Yeah.
We all
So
have,
they refer- yeah.
we all have our areas of expertise that we kind of do, and Tom's our DOH expertise.
Informative person. I don't know about expertise. Ed?
Well, it was good to see normality restored to the school system, and to see my morning school buses this morning. So, and I'd also like to congratulate both University High and Morgantown High. I think this is the first time that both teams have been in the state tournament, even though unfortunately they're going to play each other in the first round. So the budget training, as Sean stated, was really great. I look forward to these, even though sometimes some people may say, well, you go to the same thing, and as Sean said, you never know what you're going to learn. It's similar with a CE course that I attend in dentistry. If I learned one thing, then the course was worth the attendance. So, plus I have one of those on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, so coming up. There is on Monday a variety bike giveaway. If you've never been to this, I might encourage anybody to come. For those children with disabilities, if you do know of somebody who has a disability that can't ride a bike, I assure you these guys can find a way to put that kid on a bike. They do great things. That's going to be at the Erickson Center. Also on Monday, I do have the Monongalia County Fair Board as we plan this year's fair. And today at Mason-Dixon Park, I saw there's a salt rising bread workshop. Now,
It's sold out.
It's sold out.
Really?
Well,
Wow.
In
This
fact, to give you a little information, I talked to JR the other day, and he said that they planned one. It sold out within 3 days, so they planned another one. It sold out in 24 hours.
Wow.
this is why we have our parks, folks.
Yes.
Okay, to have events like this, so I'm very happy. And happy to report from Joe Statler that the bills that the county commission support are still advancing, our tax bill, the property disposition, and the trail bill. So things are going well for us as a county at the state capitol still. So that's my report.
Excellent. As the designee, I want you to know, as soon as we had learned that the coal mine had shut down, and then they're looking at between, I'm sorry, it's closer to 80 to 100 trucks. I apologize, but I wanted you to know the numbers. We were informed. I had asked, with permission, the county commission allowed me. I sent a letter immediately to the DOH, warned them, informed them of the situation, asked what's going to happen. I also have two friends who every day remind me, Mark Gall and Nancy Jameson, who live out there. And every day they call and tell me exactly how bad it is. And we are continuing to try and inform the DOH. We asked them if they're going to do anything different. As of right now, all we can do is refer it to them. We are very concerned because as of right now, the road is bad. Yeah. And as I would say, there's even parts of the road that it isn't even a road. And we're very concerned about the trucks on there, and we've passed that on. We will be meeting with Mr. Williams probably in about 5 weeks again. We set up every 6 weeks, and I will send another letter on our behalf saying that with the weather, hopefully maybe they can do something. We're very concerned about that area, and he is aware of it, Route 100 and that road. So we are going to monitor it, and again, we will try and do what we can, and we are sorry.
Tom, I have a suggestion. I know
Sure.
we set those meetings up to meet every so often.
Yes.
But maybe given with the spring,
Sure.
the freezing, the thawing, there have been, and I do see them out fixing some areas, but I mean, it's a lot at one time. Maybe we can accelerate that meeting
Okay.
and meet more sooner rather than later to talk about. I mean, I sent you that one yesterday
Yes,
where
which I
a
sent
guy was
immediately.
complaining, why are they cutting brush rather than fixing potholes?
Yeah.
So, but maybe we can accelerate that.
In fact, what we will do then, with your permission, I'll ask if we can accelerate it in the next 2 weeks.
Okay.
Because they are starting, and we need to find out, one of the problems is when the plants actually start up. Moving here, I now learned that you wait till,
Yes.
who
One of
wants to
the-
explain it?
I think in I don't know if it's Pennsylvania, but one of the plants has started production, the asphalt plants.
Yes, the asphalt. So that is something that will be key. And I think because the roads was so bad with the minus 15-degree weather and lasted 4 weeks, and then the water, and then one of the things we're looking at is that because they're not cleaning out the culverts zone, the water's going under the road and destroying. So hopefully we will definitely monitor that, and we will, if you just call us, we will keep you informed of when our meeting is, okay? Thank you.
If you monitor our agenda on the
Yes.
website, you'll see when they're scheduled. And Mr. Williams is very approachable.
He is. I think there's a real
When you come to the meeting
change.
and we talk, he'll talk to anybody that wants to talk to him. And he
Yes.
brings his whole crew with him. So it's good to raise this to
Yeah.
a higher level of.
This Thursday at 3:30, with the permission of the county commissioners, I will be representing the county at the new safety pedestrian meeting. This is a collaborative effort of WVU, DOH, city, and the county to discuss the unfortunate situations we've had the last several weeks, and we need to address it. And I'm very pleased that WVU contacted us and said they want us to be a part of the solution. So we're all going to be working at 3:30 over at WVU, and we're going to have a meeting to discuss the concerns, questions, and how we could resolve the problem. I can tell you one of the things I've already received from a lot of citizens was, do not have a turning light when you're having a walk across. And that's what happened on one of the road. The person was walking across, and they had a left turn, and the person didn't see him and did not realize it. So that is something we're going to look at immediately. But I will inform you next week of what happened. And finally, I think all three of us are thrilled that the buses are running, that the students are back in school. I think this county, and I know Ed, who's a historian, as I will call him, we went through a historical situation these last 10 days. Whether you're for or against it, what we saw was something very special in Monongalia County, and that was where everyone got together to make sure that the students and the children were fed. I think people did not understand that the school system was giving 2 meals to many of these children. With that gone, there was a need, and I'm ecstatic to say that yesterday at one of the giveaways in Jerome Park, I was surprised the New York Times showed up with individual cameramen and also a reporter. They had heard about our program nationwide, about how we were getting the food out and what the community was doing, and I was interviewed as other individuals were, and I think it'd be a real positive light of what we do, because they could not understand how the community went so quickly to get the food out to our community members. And I think that says a lot to Monongalia County, and I think all
Indeed.
three of us are thrilled to be a part of this, because it's something special, and it's something West Virginian, and something, as I call it, Team Monongalia, that we're all three are proud of. So hopefully it'll do it in a good light. We never know, but we think it will. Anything else? Move to adjourn?
Move to adjourn.
Second?
Properly moved in second. We are out till work session. Thank you.